What is up, everybody? Welcome to the sixth episode of the Three Cone Podcast. I'm your host, Riley Bymaster, here along with my fellow co-hosts, Matt Foreman and Brett LeBrock. How you guys doing tonight?
I'm doing good, except I
I'm
couldn't
good.
find my damn Penn State koozie.
Ooh, you guys ready for Penn State, Ohio State this weekend, Matt?
Yes, so I'm a buddy of mine's coming over to watch the game, and apparently, where every time the opposing team scores, the other person has to take a shot. So
Is he a Ohio State fan?
he is.
I hope it's a shootout.
I'm thinking it might be. So
I hope it's a shootout. Just
I'm
for that.
having a Halloween party after the game's over with, so could get interesting.
Thanks for the invite.
How
no
far away
problem,
do you
Brett.
guys? Yeah,
Brett, what are you, like 14 hours away?
Ask me if I care. We'd get that thing bar mitzvah popping.
so
It's a bat mitzvah, actually. It's
You ever
a
been to?
female.
No, it's a bar mitzvah.
No, it's both, actually. One's a female, one's for a male.
I don't even know if that's true or not.
It's 100% true.
So if you didn't listen last week, Brett gave us the absolute pleasure of dressing up in a Scooby-Doo costume with a Johnny Manziel jersey. And he also promised that every week he would wear something different. So right now, Matt and myself, we cannot see Brett. And I guess when he's ready, he's going to
When do
take
you
off
want me to unveil
his
this
screen
right now?
blocker. I don't know. Do you want to do it right now?
I can do it right now. What do you think it is? Give a good guess.
I don't even know. Based off the hint, what'd you say, Farmer Brown?
Yeah.
I don't even
I'm
want
gonna-
to guess.
I'm gonna try not to overstep any boundaries. It's 2017, so I don't know. Why don't you just go ahead and show us?
You ready?
I think we are.
Ba, 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 ba.
Oh, he
Look, I'm a cow. Boo.
There's some nice udders you got there.
Yeah,
I love how
they're very strategically placed.
Brett, go play with your udder.
Hey. You need some milk?
Not at the table, Carlos. Not at the table.
So again, this is another week where I highly recommend you find the YouTube video online and watch it. It's always interesting. I gotta tell you, I like the Manziel Scooby-Doo a little bit better.
Listen, I need to break into the rest of mine. I should have brought out a couple of years ago, I was swine flu and I had a flying pig hat. I thought that was a classic.
That is a good one. I'd never heard of anybody doing that one before.
I like this pig one, or this cow one, to be honest. It's not
I
hot.
know.
I was dying in the Scooby-Doo costume last week, I'm not going to lie.
Well, it covered your whole face.
I think I had a heat stroke. Like, I was fucked. Oop.
Well, good.
Whoops.
We'll edit that out
Yeah, we'll edit that out. Yeah. Mhm.
for Brett's future students. Oh, my bad. Well, so I guess now that we've been introduced to Brett's costume for the week, we'll go ahead and we'll jump into the news and notes. Since this episode's not going to be as long as our first few, due to some time constraints on my behalf, I apologize. But not a lot of news and notes this week. One of the kind of big ones, Carson Palmer broken forearm, and reports have come out that he's going to be out 6 to 8 weeks. I know this hurts Larry Fitz. I don't know. After losing DJ, their season kind of crashed and burned anyway. You guys have any specific thoughts on implications on any values?
Yes, I want to talk about something that Brett and that we discussed that Brett brought up during the preseason. I would not be shocked to see Blaine Gabbert before too long. All over the Blaine Gabbert hype train. I want to congratulate Brett for being the conductor of the Blaine Gabbert hype train during the preseason.
Whoop, whoop.
But Drew Stanton though.
So my wife has that shirt of him doing the dance.
Really?
Yeah,
That
it's pretty funny actually.
is pretty funny.
So if you had to guess how long how long before we see Gabbert instead of Stanton?
I don't know because Arians came out and said that Drew Stanton is a starter until Palmer gets back. And Palmer is – I mean, Arians is pretty loyal to his quarterback. So I think unless Stanton like falls on his face, a la Deshaun Kaiser and whoever else is playing in Cleveland these days, Kevin Hogan, I don't know if we'll see Gabbert or not.
Timeout. It's still early. You can't trash Kaiser yet. It's been 7 weeks into his career.
Not trashing him, just saying he hasn't played very well.
I mean, that's true. We knew he was coming out raw. That's what she said.
First beat me to it.
I realized right as that came out, I was like, that's wrong. I mean, we knew Kaiser was coming out as a developmental guy, but it's still early. I don't think it'll be too long before we see Gabbert because, I mean, Stanton's done. Like, you know you don't have
– Was he ever really started?
I don't know. That's what – you know you don't have anything long-term in him, so I don't know. At least with Gabbert, there's a long shot that he can help you in the next 2 to 3 years. I still wished Arizona would have drafted Mahomes. Oh, that fit would have been
fun
awesome.
To see.
I think Arizona's a prime candidate to take a quarterback in the first round in 2018.
Oh yeah.
You think?
I would love to see Mason Rudolph in Arizona. I think that'd be an awesome fit for him.
I don't know. I would like to see Baker there too.
See, I don't know where I have Baker graded yet. I think I'm gonna have him as like a mid-second, late second
guy. And that's
guy.
fine. And I think Arizona could take. I mean, but every mid-second guy gets pushed up to a late first-round value.
That's true. Because everybody needs a quarterback.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you're in a super flex league, are you buying low at Blaine Gabbert just as a dart throw?
Yeah, I mean, if he's on the waiver wire, I'm going to pick him up. I wouldn't say I'm going to buy him, but I pick him up off the waivers if he's available.
If you're a contender and say you lost Aaron Rodgers, or you're an Andrew Luck owner, would you send, I don't know, a late third or an early fourth for Gabbert?
Sure, I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, I think I would too. Just because whatever, he played well in the preseason, so.
Hey, Riley, here's a question for you. What do you think Blaine Gabbert could go for the DTC league?
Oh, shit.
Late first? Dude. Late first?
Honestly, probably a mid-first. Quarterback values are insane. I don't think – have we even seen a quarterback better than Bridgewater or Tannehill get traded?
Jared Goff, thank you very much.
Goff did get moved. I forgot about him. But draft picks weren't involved, so that one – yeah, I know. Congratulations. Who did you give up?
A-Rob.
What was that deal?
A-Rob. It was A-Rob and Wayne Gallman, but I got James White too.
Gallman sucks.
Thanks, Jason.
Gallman's trash. Shout out to our first ever guest. I don't know. There's not much to say. Wayne Gallman's terrible. I hate Wayne Gallman. I hated him coming out, and I still hate him. But anyways, so let's see. Have we talked about Andrew Luck likely being out for the entire season?
Yeah, we talked about that last week. I brought it up.
I just reports are so different on him. Like he's coming back next week. He's practicing. Never mind. He's not.
What's the point of bringing him back? Their season's lost.
Exactly. I wouldn't play him. I'd keep Brissett out there and see if you could trade him for something this offseason and then bank on a top 7 or 8 pick. So I guess we touched on Andrew Luck. I had one more thing written down. Apparently Carson Wentz is God. After his last 2 performances. Do we think he's coming back to earth within the next couple months?
Well, they play San Francisco this week, so I wouldn't bet on it this week.
Brett, what do you think about Carson Wentz right now? Are you all in, or are you kind of tempering your expectations?
I mean, I tweeted it out. I think he is legitimately going to be the number 1 overall QB in about a year or 2 for Dynasty. I think he's
number 1.
Yeah,
that's spicy right there. That is spicy.
That's a nice little hot take.
I haven't seen, dude. I was watching that game, and I've never seen.
And you had your pants down.
No, I don't like the Eagles, but I don't know, dude. I haven't seen somebody like that. I was wrong about him coming out. I was skeptical about him coming out because I didn't know how he would transition, but he's just taken another major step. He's on another level. Those touchdowns were all nice. Some of those throws, like I don't know how many QBs in the league can make those throws. That one where he stepped up into the pocket and took a hit and delivered a perfect ball on the sideline of the end zone to his running back, that was incredible.
See, I could see him being, solidified top 6.
Yeah, I think I'm there with you, Riley. I think he's definite top 8 right now. I think he has room for improvement, but I don't know. I'll be interested to see what his receiver core looks like next year with the short contract for Torrey Smith and the 1-year deal for Alshon Jeffrey.
I think that's where they're going to improve, though. Like, where else do they need to do it?
Running back.
Mm-hmm.
100%.
100% running back.
I think they're a prime candidate to take running back in the first 2 rounds for sure.
Yeah, but they were this year too, and they ended up taking the dude from San Diego State. What's his name?
Donnell Pumphrey.
Yeah.
You see how well that worked out.
Yeah. Is he even on the practice squad?
I think he's on. He's on IR, isn't he?
He might be. Well, Clement they took undrafted, and he caught 2 touchdowns so far this year.
And I'm not a Clement fan. I think he runs like a duck.
I think he's seizing opportunity right now. I think Smallwood is probably the best all-around running back in that backfield right now.
Yeah, and if we're saying that, then they're going to take a running back next year for sure. I think running back and corner are going to be 2 main positions to look at.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'd still rather have Winston. I'd rather have Dak.
I think he's close with Dak for me. I think he's close. I think I want to see his weapons first, and I could put Wentz ahead. I think it depending on your league. I think it could go either way depending on if you get points per carry. I think that'd be really big for Dak. But Wentz was running on the ball all over the place on Monday.
Yeah, and I think that's just because I think opposing defenses think they don't really need to spy him, and then I think the coverage kind of spread out across the field, and he saw a hole and took it. And he did that multiple times on Monday.
I think we're seeing the comps to when Wentz was coming out. I think we're seeing the comps from him to Big Ben are really coming to fruition this year.
Yeah, and Brett, I'm with you. I was wrong on Wentz. I didn't think he'd be this good this quickly. I said he had a chance to be good, but I didn't think he would be. I was a Goff over Wentz all
I was
day.
not. As a Rams fan, I was hoping they were going to take Wentz.
See, I was glad they took Goff. And I mean, that's kind of working out for me now.
Yeah, I agree.
Last year I got demolished for it. But I mean, I like Goff, but
I didn't trust him I didn't trust either of them overall coming out, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I think I had to take a shot with both of them, but obviously they both were going to get a chance with being the number 1 and 2 overall picks. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
And I just want to make a point here. So most people don't know this, but we had an episode that did not get aired because of editing issues. Uh-huh. And I said that Jared Goff was going to be a top 18 quarterback this year, and I got laughed at. And I just want to tell you that I was right.
You were right. I'll give that one to you. I don't know. I didn't think he's going to be this good. But the McVay effect is really showing.
No, it's the offensive line. Well. It's 100% offensive line. And McVay.
You got to give McVay a bunch of credit.
Okay, I would say it's not 100% offensive line, but the offensive line is largely to, and the fact that Jeff Fisher's not there. I think the fact the Fisher's there.
That's the big one.
Yeah,
that's the big
Fisher's
one.
Fisher's not there. McVay is there.
That's at least 25%.
Yeah.
No Fisher. Well,
Todd Gurley's back, baby.
Oh, I love Gurley. I bought him. I only got to buy him in 1 league this year, but he's really paying dividends.
I overpaid for him after his rookie season, and it panned out for me.
What did you get?
I give up a lot.
4 firsts.
I give up. I think I give up a first that year, a first the year after. I gave up Eric Decker and Jordy Nelson. That was the year Jordy tore his ACL, though.
You did give up a lot. I mean,
so two firsts, Nelson and Decker.
Yeah.
I mean, in 2 years, that's not going to be bad at all.
I'm not
'Cause
mad
you
about
figure
it at all. But you
Decker's
also,
almost done.
everybody who listens to this also knows my my take on like picks. And like while I think picks are nice, I also trade away my future picks like crazy. Like I don't if I can get better now for now and the future, I'm gonna do it. Like especially for Gurley at that time, the stud he was and how young he was, I was not mad about giving that up.
Yeah, I mean, like even right now, I still don't think that's terrible because I mean the first round picks probably have at best a 50-50 shot.
Well, here's
Yeah.
here's how I look at it. Like if I get a player to improve my team, one, those picks aren't going to be that good anyways, and two, I can always buy back first round picks in the future. Like so say I traded away next year's first, I can get a next year's first next year during the season. If I really wanted to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with you. I use that strategy too. I like trading picks for players and helping me win now. Now, of course, if I lose Rodgers and OBJ and David Johnson, obviously then it changes. But I like that strategy a lot. So with that,
can I bring up one more thing before we move on to the main segment? What are you doing with Martavis Bryant? I know you don't have him anywhere, but just what's going on with that situation?
I was just gonna bring this up.
I don't know.
I'm buying.
I don't even think I'm buying. I'm avoiding. I don't own him anywhere, so I don't have to worry about selling him. I'm not buying or selling. I'm just staying away.
I have him in a redraft league, so I don't. It's fine, but I don't have him in any dynasty. I wish I had more Juju though. I wish I did. I have him in one league, but that's about it.
I think Juju might be somebody I was wrong on. I really thought he was just going to be kind of a
who was your comp to him? It was something crazy.
Leonard Hankerson.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Hey, people loved Hankerson when he came out about 5 or 6 years ago. I mean, they had identical measurables. I think their 40 times were 2/100ths of a second off. Similar skill sets, and Hankerson never did anything. I mean, I don't know. They both were good deep threats. I don't think neither of them separated very well.
Juju's a much better all-around receiver than Hankerson ever was.
We'll see. It's still early. I'm still not on board, but I mean, I think I might be wrong on him. But I guess it just depends on how they use him. So, like, I didn't think he could win down the field, but we'll see. So
he's also like 20 years old too. So
he is young, and I mean he may still have been just really, really raw at USC. But those USC receivers.
Oh yeah, Marquise Lee, Nelson Aguilar.
Hey, how about Aguilar? He's kind of been not terrible.
No, he's been, I would say, better than average. Keep scoring touchdowns.
Can you imagine if you sold him for like a fourth this offseason?
Or if you got him for a fourth?
How pissed are you right now? But yeah, I mean, I'm staying away from Martavis. If they trade him, then I don't know. I'm just kind of expecting him to get high and get suspended again.
I'm taking him.
What's the most that you're buying for right now?
I don't know, dude, because the talent's there.
Early second?
Late second.
I think I'd go to more. I think I'd give up mid-second for him.
I would push that package if I was in between it and I was like going back with the fourth with the owner. First, I mean, I would start with a third just to see. I'd be like, yeah, I'll give you a third. I'd be like, I want a second. I'd be like, I'll give you late second. And if they pushed it and was like, give me like if we had to know now, like the 5th or 6th pick in the second round, I'd be like, okay, deal. I don't think he's not going to be there. He's not going to be there next year.
I don't know. I don't trust him.
What he needs to do is the Bills need to give up a conditional pick for him and get that man now.
But they got Deontay Thompson.
I was watching that game and I was like, "Who is this man?"
He was the leader of snaps for the Bears the first 4 weeks of the season.
I didn't even know the Bears cut him. I thought he was still with Chicago. And then I just saw on Twitter that he was with the Bills, and I was like, oh, didn't know that.
Yeah, they cut Thompson to re-promote Gentry back on the 53-man roster.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I'd rather have Gentry I think he's an interesting deep flyer if you have roster space. Because, I mean, they're not going to draft 4 receivers next year.
But they're still going to get Meredith back and the ghost of Kevin White.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. Kevin White. White and Perriman. I had them in the same league. I took shots on them in the same league this offseason. That hurt. And then I shipped Kevin White for a 3rd and a 4th in 2018. I don't care. I took shots. Trying to get my next Noah Brown.
Stop.
Hey, Stop. best blocking receiver in the league.
I took him in like the 5th round.
Really? Yes. We're still on Noah Brown? Really?
I don't care. If Dez gets hurt, Brown is going to eat.
No, he's not. No, he's
not. I promise
Stop.
you. I promise you. He is so good. He's so talented.
I'll give you he's better than Terrence Williams, but he is not better than Bryce Butler. Bryce Butler is the truth.
I never said he was better than Bryce Butler.
Then how is he going to get on the field?
If Dez gets hurt.
Yes, if Dez gets hurt, then he's not going to see the field still.
I don't know. Give him time.
I forgot about Cole Beasley. He's the 5th best receiver in Dallas.
Okay. Well, you know what? It's still early. He missed his entire sophomore season with a broken leg. And he's gonna develop. He'll be fine.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
If you're listening to this and you do not own Noah Brown anywhere, go get him for a 4th.
And then you overpaid.
Nope. And then he's a Pro Bowler in 2019.
I told you he's a freaking genius. He's a Pro Bowler. He's on the PBA Tour, Professional Bowlers Association. That's the only way he's gonna be a Pro Bowler.
Take a bet. Take a bet right now. Do it.
I'll bet on Noah Brown.
Do it.
7 days a week.
Do it.
What do you want to bet?
I will bet you whatever you want. Whatever you want.
The possibilities are limitless.
That's fine. I know I'm gonna win.
Oh my gosh.
So much extra room for activities.
Hey, I never asked you, do you like guacamole?
This is how we do it.
This is a house of learned doctors.
But seriously, I will literally bet you whatever you want. Whatever you want.
I don't know. Like I don't know what we could bet. How about if Brown, but this is going to be like 2 years out because, I mean, I'm not going to bet that he's going to catch 10 touchdowns by the end of this year.
That's fine.
You don't think we're all going to be friends in 2 years? Sell out.
Of course.
Let's see. How about by the end of the – I'll be bold. By the end of the 2018 season, he will have established himself as a role player for your fantasy team.
That's such a broad term.
For your fantasy team. So, like, at least wide receiver 4.
No. If wide receiver – yeah, okay. I'll do it. Wide receiver 4
if you said he's going to be a Pro Bowler, I think you should take the bet.
That's fine. Wide receiver 4, I'll take that.
Okay. Hey, so loser has to post a funny picture on Twitter. A funny / dirty picture on Instagram. Or not Instagram. Twitter.
Just take an Abby bet.
I hope the zoom on your camera works really well.
Take an Abby bet. Take an Abby bet.
We can do that.
That's fine. That's fine. I'll do it. I'll do a 8-week Abby bet on you for that.
Hey, ask me if I'm nervous about Jason's Abby bet with me.
What was it again? Something about Simeon?
He thought it was Simeon was going to be a better quarterback this year than Russell Wilson.
Russell Wilson.
Oh. Pour one out for Jason.
I forgot
Jason,
about
because I know you're about to listen to this. I'm sorry, brother.
I forgot he bet Wilson.
He's like QB7 right now. He's like QB24.
Oh my gosh. Hey, to be fair, Simeon had a fantastic first 2 weeks of the season.
And Jason started him 0 of those weeks in the DTC league. Zero times.
He sat on his bench and he's talking shit about. He's like, "Hey guys, Simeon." Also pouring out for Jason. He has not won a game in the DTC league in 1.5 seasons because it's week 8 now.
Or finish in the top 7 of any league either.
Yeah, so basically it's a doubleheader. You have a matchup and then Basically, this solves the issue of, if you score the second highest points and you play the guy who scores the first, you don't get completely screwed. So if you score in the top half of scorers for that week, it's a 14-team league. So if you score in the top 7, you get a win, and if you score in the bottom 7, you get a loss.
Riley, I'd like to point out that 2 of the top 3 people in the standings are in this podcast.
Oh, what? Turn up for that.
I'm not in this league, so if I was, it'd be 3 out of 3.
Travis May's team is really good.
Shout out to Travis. I don't know how he does it. Somehow he has.
It's because of trophy. It's because of trophy time. I mean, we don't have trophy time.
So I just realized he has Gronk and Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh, actually, Riley, I lied. You're now in 5th place. Sorry, buddy.
Whatever. It's still early, and my division sucks. So I can sneak in. And magic can happen.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we were talking about Jason. He hasn't won a matchup, and he hasn't scored in the top half. So what did he go last year? 0-26.
Yeah.
And then right now he's what? 0-14.
0-14.
He's so
0-30.
lifetime. He's no
0-40.
0-40. He's 0-40. I don't even know what to say. That's terrible. He did get screwed with the lottery though. Although the lottery is something I've come to really like because you can't tank. I kind of like it. Plus, if I end up with, I have one of the guys first, and he's looking like he's going to finish,
bottom 6. Hashtag bottom 6 team. Hashtag bottom 6 team.
Pretty much, if you're a bottom 6 team, you could end up with a 101. And it seems like a toss up because the website is kind of sketchy. So the ping pong balls.
Yeah.
Nah, it's pretty much you flip a coin.
Are these like the ping pong balls when the Cavaliers got LeBron?
Yeah, just how the Knicks got Patrick Ewing, and was that 85?
I don't froze that card.
85?
Sure, let's go with 85.
I think that was the frozen envelope thing, wasn't it?
Yeah, I literally just said that.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that. Connection's not very good.
All right, moving on.
So let's jump in.
A meeting.
Yeah, that's.
We got from Martavis Bryant
to Patrick
Ewing there somehow. Martavis Bryant to Patrick Ewing.
That was impressive. So we'll go ahead. We'll jump in. We'll just do this kind of quick because I am on a time constraint. So what we're going to do is basically we're going to mock draft the first 2 rounds of a dynasty startup. So originally we're going to do Superflex, but we'll do that in a later episode. So this is just a 1 quarterback PPR 12-team league. So what's going to happen is Matt's going to go first, Brett second, and then myself third, and then Matt, Brett, and myself again. Basically just to funnel through the first 2 rounds of a dynasty startup and how it would look right now. So I know some guys have jumped up, some guys have fallen down. So this will be kind of interesting to see exactly where kind of everybody lies right at this second. So with that being said, I think we're good. I think we know what we're doing. So Matt, you're going to be first. I'm going to write this down as we go.
Me too.
Just so we don't lose track. So we're going to name 24 players. We're going to kind of keep the descriptions and kind of the ideas why you took them short, unless it's absolutely shocking. So no A-Rob, number 1 overall. Pretty much.
All right, hold on. I got to go back to the drawing board.
Got his whole strategy.
Can I take Saquon Barkley number 1 overall?
Ooh, would you?
No.
Well, real quick, how high would you take him right now in a dynasty startup?
Depends where he lands.
Yeah, that's gonna. Yeah, I still think landing spot is too big.
So
let me tell you this. I was in a 16-team Devy startup this year, and he went in the first round.
Ooh,
that's Devy. They know where he's playing right now.
What?
Wait, don't you get? I thought you get points for how they played in college.
No,
I have no
stop. No. So you just draft them. You just draft them. Yeah, you roster them.
It's like a taxi squad.
Yeah, it's correct.
You draft him and put him on your taxi squad.
Yeah, he went in the. I was gonna take him in the late second because I had the first overall pick, and I was gonna take him in the late second. He went in the first round. I was floored.
That's bold, but I like it though. He's really, really good. So we'll play around with that after.
Let's see how it pans out for him.
Yeah, we'll play around with that afterwards. So Matt, you're sitting at the 101, Brett 102, and I'm at the 103. So Matt, take it away.
This might be a little controversial here, but I'm going Le'Veon Bell.
Crickets.
So
Wow.
no one thinks that crazy.
That's interesting. I don't know. I didn't think he'd go that high.
He's the best running back in football, hands down.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't disagree with that. I would
I'm
definitely
not worried
take him
about
over
the suspension issues. I'm not worried about that. I think we're seeing the reemergence of running backs in the NFL.
This is PPR, ain't it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it is. Ain't it?
Yeah.
Farmer Brown.
All right, settle down.
Yeah, so I don't know. I'm taking Le'Veon Bell. I think he gives you a floor of 18 PPR points every week.
Interesting. I kind of like it though. That's something I haven't heard.
You heard it here first.
You did, just like the golf top 18.
Yes, you did. Same guy.
All right, Brett, hit us up with 102.
Mike Evans.
Damn it.
Easy peasy for me. Mike Evans.
I think that's
right. Okay, if Odell didn't get injured, I would probably go Odell. But with the injury, I just think Evans kind of slots like a little bit ahead of him now.
I'm also worried about the quarterback situation in New York too.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I mean, I think Odell makes up for it, but we'll see. He's also been injured a lot, so.
I gotcha. So with that, I think Evans is kind of a no-brainer at 102. So at 103, I think I'm going to shock some people.
Noah Brown.
No.
He's going to go Kareem Hunt.
I'm going to go DeAndre Hopkins, 103.
That's not shocking anybody.
Really? He's sitting right now. DLF ADP has him at 11.
I don't know.
I'm taking him at 3. Okay, well, good. I mean, that means we're on the same page.
No, I think Watson. I think Watson's right up there with those guys too, and that he's a top 10 dynasty quarterback already.
Oh, I disagree. I don't like Watson. That's another story. But anyways, I think Watson.
Like about him?
Defenses right now don't know how to plan for him. They don't know how to scheme against him. And once they have 8 or 9 games, they'll know how and they'll shut him down.
But he's playing well with his arm and with his legs.
He is, and his legs is what gives him fantasy value. So I struggle with that.
We'll see
because it's fantasy versus real life quarterback. But I'm not buying into him being a long-term top 10 quarterback. I'll just put it that way.
Are you in the Velocity draft Twitter?
No. I think he's a one-read guy who's not going to be able to read his progressions very well. He drops his eyes.
When read is DeAndre Hopkins, I think you're okay.
That's why I took Hopkins, because half the time he's just going to throw it. But I mean, I think if his intended receiver's not there initially, he drops his eyes and he's going to want to run. So I just think defenses are going to end up figuring that out. I need to write an article about that.
I just need to write an article, period, about anything.
I haven't written in a long time.
Neither have I.
I wrote one in the preseason. But
so did I. I wrote a couple in the preseason, but
anyway,
I digress.
Yeah, we all digress.
I digress.
So Hopkins at 103, and that puts Matt back on the clock at 104.
So I'm just going to take Beckham.
And I think you kind of have to, right there. Yeah, you can't let him slip any further. I mean, you don't have to say much else about that.
I mean, obviously, I'm worried about the quarterback situation, but I think the talent is just too much there.
Yeah, I mean, you can.
If I'm getting Beckham at 4 in a startup, I'm pretty happy about that.
Oh, yep. I'm thrilled. Because I mean, he's going to play for a long time. So Brett, 105.
Even at the age, you still got 4 years left of solid production. Give me AB.
I was kind of wondering when he was going to go.
Yeah, I think I saw a tweet by Kevin, the FF engineer on Twitter, and he was saying, I mean, you can't until we see Antonio Brown have a bad season. He said he was still his wide receiver 1 for Dynasty. I mean, because he just still keeps putting up points.
For Dynasty, he's not my 1, but he is in my top 4.
And Ben's played better the last couple weeks. I'll give him that. Ben has played better.
I don't even care if a new QB comes in. He's going to get the targets. Yeah. It's just you do not throw to a player of that caliber talent.
Yeah, I think he's with the other 4 wide receivers. You just have to throw the ball to him.
Yep, I agree. I think it's pretty.
I like
pretty
that.
straightforward.
So for me at 106, I'm torn between 2 players. Screw it. I'm going Todd Gurley. So I know. Sorry, Matt. I love what McVay's doing. They're incorporating him in the pass game way more than I thought they would, and I love it. Gurley's awesome. Top 3 or 4 running back for me right now, and I'm taking him at 6. I don't care. Get your guys. Matt, was that where you were going to go next?
Yes. Who's the other guy you were deciding between?
I'll tell you after you take him.
I'm going to take David Johnson.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, I figured as much.
I mean, they're close.
I think they're close. So Gurley's receiving production has been down. He was better this past week, but the last 2 weeks it was down. So, but I mean, I think he's a threat to catch 6 balls any week. You know what I mean? I mean, he's looked so good as a receiver this year, and that's one thing that he really tried to work on in the offseason. So. But yeah, David Johnson. I think if I'm getting him at 7, I'm ecstatic about that.
I'm a little worried about age and injuries.
I'm not worried about his injury. It was a wrist injury. I'm not worried about that. It wasn't.
I'm worried. He also tore that stuff last year.
Yeah, but he came back. But he was playing well this season.
I know. Here are my 2 things: is 2 injuries, like not that big of a deal. But then I look at workload that he's gotten over the past couple of years, workload he got in college, and like he is 25, going to be 26 this season. I'm not saying it's a bad pick, like at all. I think he deserves to be in the top 12 for sure. I just don't know if I would take him that high.
I think you're overthinking it a little bit there.
I might be. Whatever. Am I up?
Yes.
Yeah, Brett, you're up at 108.
Give me Michael Thomas.
Oh,
wow, that's we got
that one's kind of surprising. Why?
I think the talent level is phenomenal there.
You gotta say it like Jim Rome. Phenomenal.
I think he's incredible. I called this. You can go look at my article on Dynasty Nerds from 2 seasons ago. I called him being a phenomenal player. I think I likened him to. Honestly, I think I likened him to Odell. I might have, or something like that. Maybe not. Hold on. Let me see who I was.
I think you're overestimating him there.
You must have been high when you wrote that.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Thomas
Odell.
and Odell aren't even close.
It wasn't Odell. Hold on. I'm looking it up.
I said he was a Demaryius Thomas who could not run. I thought he was a slower Demaryius.
I just think he showed that he can get in and out of his routes well. He is like a good pass catcher. He's a big body, can go up and get it. He's got run after the catch ability. I just like everything about him.
I disagree with his run after the catch ability. I'm going to go with Riley in this one. I don't think his run after catch is real. I don't think he's not Dez. He's not Allen Robinson. He's not one of those kind of guys.
He can't. I don't think he can run.
I think he's an elite possession receiver.
Yes, 100%. Colston, Marquise Colston. He's exactly like Colston.
I think he's better than Colston.
Yeah, same mold.
To run away. At Ohio State, he ran away from people.
I don't care about college. Care about college.
He's done it this year too. They throw him screens down there in the New Orleans.
I don't know. I mean, I like him. I don't think I could take him top 8.
Oh, I related him to Allen Robinson.
Nah, he's not as. I don't think he's as agile as Robinson.
I called him a bigger, faster Allen Robinson.
You got one of those adjectives right. Bigger.
He's bigger.
He's faster than A-Rob.
Was his 40 time faster?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, great. He can run a straight line faster. Put him in football pads.
I think he's faster than A-Rob for sure.
There's only one way to settle that, and that's Madden.
His 40s was like a 4.5 or something like that. I don't know. But I don't know. Whatever. I'm taking him.
That's fine. And that's the great thing about fantasy football is you can have your own opinion.
Yep, and you can take your guys. So I guess here at my pick at 109, I don't really have any guys.
You got a lot of guys.
I do have a lot of guys. This might be a Noah Brown spot. Just kidding. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab
her by the
shit, I don't even know, dude. Yeah, I'm just going to take Julio at 109. I still think he has 3 years of elite production left. Matt Ryan's not going anywhere. That line, I think, is going to be built a little bit better.
I wish they'd throw him the damn ball in the red zone.
That's the only issue. They don't target him.
Gosh. They did this week, and he got a touchdown. Would you look at that?
Would you believe that it works?
Ripped it out of the dude's hands.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a beast. So, like, if you're getting Julio at top 10, I'm fine with it.
What is that, at 9? Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. So, Matt, you're up at 110.
This is where it starts to get a little I'm just going to take AJ Green.
See, that's the other guy who I was considering. I almost took Green above him.
Yep.
I think he's an older version of Hopkins.
Yes, I like that. Green is a very, very underrated receiver, I think.
And Dalton just limits him. I wish. And what is the offensive coordinator like? What is going on in Cincinnati? Like, that's another sidebar there. Like, what is going on in Cincinnati? Joe Mixon runs for 7 carries for 48 yards and gets 0 carries in the second half. What is going on there?
Jeremy Hill, bruh. Jeremy Hill.
Did you see him? Yeah. Did you see him complain about it?
And he has every right to. He has every right to.
You see what Marvin Lewis said?
Yeah, he needs to be more mature or something like that. Yeah, Marvin Lewis
basically told him to stay in his lane, rookie. Which I think is dumb. I think Marvin Lewis is gone after this year. I don't care what he does with all his staff firing and hiring them.
Yeah.
Which I'm okay about because I got Joe Mixon in a lot of leagues.
I had Mixon in one league and I sold him in a first for Le'Veon Bell. So before the season started, so
I would do that. I'd do that in a heartbeat.
Yeah, I would too.
So Brett, you're up 111.
I'm gonna go with the trust who you believe in. Trust that elite talent shows through in the end, even through struggles, and it did this past week. And I'm gonna go with Amari Cooper.
Oh.
That's interesting, but I mean, I like the ball. I don't think I'd take him until early second.
What?
I think this is a good spot for him. I'm agree with you, Brett. I think this is a good spot for him.
I think elite talent shines through. I had him higher in the preseason. He dropped a little bit because of his drops and everything like that, but I still think he's worthy of a late first.
He still dropped some balls this week too that he should have caught.
I know, but he also showed this week just the elite talent that he has.
Because how many targets did he have this week? Like 20?
He did have a lot, but still, he had contested catches. He beat dudes on routes. I think he's a good receiver. I think he got a little bit of the yips this year. Like, he does drop a lot of balls, but he doesn't drop as many as he has been. Like,
I don't know about that.
He's dropped a lot, but I mean, everybody drops.
Yeah, does that draw Pryor?
Oh, hey, I was so right on Pryor. I'll take a victory lap on that one.
What is up? What is it? We should have talked about that too. Like, what was up with that?
I was not on the Pryor train. Still on the Josh Dawson train. I think he's going to be really good.
For how well he did last year at his ADP from last year, he is on awful this year.
Who, Pryor?
Yes, I have him in like 6 leagues.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost 30, right?
He's 20. I think he's 28.
They gave him a 1-year deal. You think that killed his confidence?
No, I just think him and Cousins are on like another page. I think they're not on the same page yet. I think that's what
I'm going to tell you what it is, and I said it like a while ago.
Okay, you going to say it?
Yes, this is what it is. This man was a quarterback for the first however many years of his career, especially in the league. If you're 26 and your one breakout season is at 26 when the Browns literally have nobody else to target on the field and they just target you, and teams don't know how to play you because it's your first year in the first year producing like that. I think he was a little overrated, and I was trying to tell people to get out in the offseason.
A little.
I think people were buying.
People were selling.
So people were buying him like the 3rd and 4th round, and I was not buying in that range. I was more a 6th round guy, and I thought that was more appropriate, but I was even wrong at that.
I was selling so hard on Pryor. I wasn't touching him at all. Was never a believer. And what do you think he goes for in free agency after this year? Because he's leaving. He's not coming back to Washington.
Yeah, but here's the thing. But does he go somewhere where he can? Here's the thing. I still think he can produce as a low end wide receiver 2, higher end wide receiver 3. I still think he has value.
My luck, he'll land with the Bills and stink.
I mean,
he's better than whatever they have there now.
I don't think that's a terrible spot for him.
I think we're drafting. I don't think we're drafting a QB anymore in the first round. I'm not gonna lie.
No, Taylor doesn't look bad. But does ownership trust him?
Probably not.
I mean, they do.
Shout out to Terry Pagula.
I would love.
Terry Pagula is the man. I know you like him too. So
yes, I do. You know where Terry Pagula went to school at?
Penn State.
Yes, he did.
You know what? Hockey rink he literally built from the ground up.
I don't know. Is it right by Beaver Stadium?
It is right by Beaver Stadium.
So I was going to say, you know what receiver I'd love to see in Buffalo next year? James Washington. I think his deep threat ability with Taylor, I think that could be very, very nice.
I'd also take Cortland Sutherland.
Basically, don't you guys need another slot receiver?
Wait, timeout. What's his name, Brett?
Cortland, shut up. I know I added letters to it.
Sutherland? Keeper Sutherland?
Shutterland. Cortland Shutterland.
Cortland Sutton. My bad. Settle down.
I thought, don't you guys need another slot receiver, though?
Yeah, you should take
Christian
Kirk.
Exactly. Christian Kirk, top 15.
I mean, to be honest, we got Zay.
Oh, yeah, Zay Jones.
Sucks so bad. Hey, victory lap number 2. I hated Zay.
Riley, high five.
We please state it usually up until the last couple of years, it took wide receivers more than 1 year. Look at Nelson Aguilar. And 2, what I was trying to get at was Jordan Matthews is on a walk year right now.
Zay Jones has the worst catch percentage of anyone with at least 25 targets in the history of the NFL.
Matt, I thought that was his one good elite trait.
Yeah,
was his hands.
So did Nelson Aguilar.
False. No. Aguilar could run. He could run routes. He could catch the deep ball. Jones had great hands. Zay had really good hands.
Jones has like a 22% catch percentage right now.
He last week, I just read this on Roto World. Last week he was targeted 9 times and he caught 2. That's 22%.
Wait.
Math whiz.
Yeah, fake news. All right, Riley, who's your pick at 12, by the way?
My pick at 12 is Kareem Hunt. I think he's a stud. I think he's going to keep this up. I think he's awesome. I loved him coming out of Toledo, but if you'd have told me he was going to be this good, I'd have said you're crazy.
Leading the NFL in rushing so far.
Yeah, I thought he was going to be a low-end running back.
No, sorry, Bell is. I'm sorry, Le'Veon Bell is now. Sorry.
Oh, is it Bell?
No. It's Hunt. It's Hunt Bell Gurley. Yeah, Hunt Bell Gurley.
Okay. I mean, still though, I didn't think Bell was going to be this good.
You mean Hunt? Or Bell. Or
Bell. Yeah, I didn't think Hunt was going to be this good, but I'm very, 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 very
you just combine them, it's hell.
I'm really glad I love hell.
Riley belongs in hell.
Hashtag Nazi youth.
No, Riley is a Nazi youth. Best team name in the world. Brett, were you going to say something about Jordan Matthews?
I was just saying that he's in a walk year, and I think the Bills are going to go after wide receiver heavy in the draft or free agency. Depends what happens.
You think?
Dude, Deontay Thompson is the truth. Deontay Thompson is the next Terrell Pryor.
Ugh, that's just not that's not even a hot take. That's a garbage take.
I wasn't being serious. A breakout season at age 29, signs a massive 1-year, $8 million deal.
I think Pryor's playing like a $4 million deal.
I thought it was 8. I thought it was 1 year, 8 million.
It's something that's
Or was that Alshon? What did Alshon get?
I think
Alshon's
Alshon's at 1 year 8. I think Pryor's like 1 year, $4 million.
I don't know. I don't know my contracts.
He's got.
Hold on.
I heard it. When they were going over the game last night, I was listening to something. It's like 1 year, $4 million, but he's got. Oh wait, no, that's Alshon. Alshon's got like an extra $5 million.
It's a 1 year, $6 million contract.
Alshon. Speaking of Alshon, that was what I was listening to. Alshon's got like $5 million in incentives, and he's not going to hit any of them.
Well, good thing Pryor doesn't have incentives.
Yeah,
He'd be
probably
pissed.
does.
He'd be pissed. Hey, another contract nugget. Matt Prater with a $13 million extension.
Okay.
Are you buying it? Are you buying in Dynasty?
If you're playing in a dynasty with a kicker, you need to call your commissioner and tell him to cut that shit out.
I was kidding. I'm actually in one league. Brett and I are in it together. It's run through Yahoo.
All my leagues have kickers. I don't think there's a big deal.
I hate kickers.
I hate kickers. I'm in a dynasty with a. I'm in a dynasty
Start
with
this campaign. Hashtag people are kickers too, or kickers are people too.
People are
That's
kickers.
fine. Kickers are great people. I'm sure they're great people. I just don't want them in fantasy football. That's why I don't play on FanDuel.
Yeah, I hate kickers.
I'm in a dynasty with one kicker, and that kicker is none other than Greg the Leg.
Wow, it would be your home team's kicker.
First of all, he has a game where he made 7 field goals. A game where he made 4 field goals this year already. So
Hey, I would pick my hometown kicker because House Money is the man.
stop. I heard that the other day. The house money. It was so funny.
That's
on the
his
radio
nickname.
podcast.
Oh, my kicker is Jake Elliott. So we're kind of. I have a young one.
You're an Eagles fan?
No, I picked him up today because I needed a kicker.
But you said your team has Jake Elliott.
Yeah, he's the only kicker I own in Dynasty.
Oh, I thought you meant your NFL team. Okay.
No. Sorry, my only Dynasty team.
Riley,
No.
what NFL team are you a fan of?
I guess
Titans?
I pull for the Titans. I never grew up a Titans fan because I grew up playing fantasy, so I never had a team.
How do you never have a team? Where do you? Aren't you from Chicago?
Oh, he's from Tennessee.
Not even close, Brett.
He's from Chattanooga.
Not from. I go to school there, but I'm not from there.
You're close enough. It's the closest big town to
Close,
you, correct?
It is close. Murfreesboro's 45 minutes.
Yeah,
away from my
okay, so
hometown.
Chattanooga. Yeah, we're going to go Chattanooga.
Any town that's last
Okay.
part of it ends in borough isn't big, Riley.
Yes.
It's like the fourth largest city in Tennessee.
Oh, great.
Yeah, it's probably a bunch of
We're
shanties.
gonna Google this shit right now.
Distilleries.
How many?
So, I'm up at 201, and I'm taking Zeke.
Yeah, can we just fly through these because my time is running
Yeah.
very, very low.
Yeah, I'm
So
taking
Zeke-
Zeke. I'm
Zeke
taking
is-
Zeke. I'm concerned with him, but I'm taking Zeke.
I wouldn't. I don't touch players with that many problems, but that's.
I
me.
think his value. I think at this kind of value, I think he's an okay pick with the 201.
I feel. I'm up at 202, and I'm taking Leonard Fournette.
Let's see. Fournette at 202. I have so many options here.
This is where it gets where do
This
you
is
do
the
here?
juicy part. I kind of like the second round.
This is where it gets. Who do you like over who everybody else likes?
100% agree with that. Oh man, I could really screw over Matt right here, but I
Don't
won't.
do it.
I won't. I'm considering it. I don't know. Damn. All right. I am going to take Allen Robinson
You
at 203. I like him. I think he's going to rebound. Hopefully he goes somewhere else. I hate Bortles.
So does Allen Robinson. I mean, he slapped his injured knee.
All right,
It's
who's
literally
up?
mere minutes after the injury happened. Minutes.
All right, Matt, you're up at 204.
I don't even know.
Who do you like?
Allen Robinson. That's who I like.
Sorry, he's on Team Riley now. He's on Team Blumpkin Blownuts.
Actually, he's on team Zero Filter.
Ugh, no one is on Team Zero Filter. Except for Simeon, Perriman, Buck Allen.
I don't get these inside jokes. Just take a pick.
Hold on a second. This is where I don't understand what's even who's even here, what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna take Dalvin Cook here. I'm gonna take Dalvin Cook.
I would have taken him if I would have taken Robinson. You and I had very similar thoughts on all the players.
Close. He's close. He's close in mine. He's in the middle of the second for me.
I'd rather have Cook over Zeke and Fournette.
I think you can make a case for that. I think he's a better all around player than Fournette. And I think he's a safer pick than Zeke.
Yeah, I do love him. I just thought that you guys would pass on him and I could get him.
Well, guess what? Mama's wrong again.
You know what, Matt? If I offered you Allen Robinson for Dalvin Cook, would you take it?
No.
Really? You'd rather have Cook than Robinson?
Yes.
I like it. I don't know.
Am I up?
I like them both, though. Yeah, Brett, you're up.
Give me Stephon Diggs.
I was kind of wondering how long he'd drop. He is at DLF ADP. He's at 10 right now.
I think he's a top 10 wide receiver talent when healthy. Keyword, when healthy.
When healthy. That is the big thing.
But I'm okay. I'm willing to take the risk.
Well, he just went as the 10th receiver in this mock draft.
Was it 10? I wasn't keeping track.
Perfect. That is perfect.
Perfect 10.
So let's see. Right here, I'm gonna go Corey Davis at 18.
Okay.
Shout out to my boy Nick Whalen. I don't even know if he listens. He should.
He should, but he doesn't.
Not many people do. I think Davis is going to come on really, really strong at the end of the season and solidify himself as a wide receiver 1.
All right.
So Davis at 18. Matt, you were up at 19, which is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 207.
I am going to take Dez Bryant.
You know, you're not worried about him falling off?
No.
I am. I'm kind of nervous about him.
Why?
In the next couple of years. I don't know. I just have a bad feeling about it.
Why? He's got a top 8 quarterback in the league.
True. I love Dak.
Okay.
Once somebody named Noah Brown comes in and takes over.
Just moving past Noah Brown.
I set up that joke. I set up that joke perfectly. Brett, you're up at 20.
At 20, give me, even with the injuries, PPR machine. Give me Keenan Allen.
I don't mind that there. I'd rather have the guy I want to take.
Real quick note, because we forgot to talk about it, but it happened today. Dontrelle Inman got traded to Chicago.
Well, that's huge.
That is. I like that. I didn't see that, but I think that
was it for a conditional 7th or something like that?
I don't know. I don't know what it was for. I heard it on the radio, and then when I got home, I looked at it, and I think it was a pick, but I wasn't sure. But I know for sure he got traded.
Riley, you pick and I'll look.
All right. I think it was a conditional 7th. At 21, I'm gonna go Brandon Cooks.
And Riley, you were right. It was a conditional 7th.
Boom. Cooks is still young, and Garoppolo is going to be his quarterback in the future, so I like it. So, Matt, you're up 22. We each have 1 pick left.
I'm about to blow your minds with mine in a second.
So, I don't know, man. I want to take – okay, so here's what I want to take. I want to take Sammy Watkins, but I think there's a bunch of good players left, and I'm going to take Devonta Freeman.
It's a solid pick. I think you can get Sammy way later in startups now.
Yeah, I think he's probably going – so DLF has him as the number 19 player overall. I think in a real startup, he probably goes late third, early fourth.
Yeah, I did too, and I
still think he goes early to mid third because I think there's always that one guy in every league who loves him.
And he's a good. So he was targeted more last week. He had 3 catches last week. He was also playing as Patrick Peterson last week, and I just don't think him and Goff are on the same page yet because Goff overthrew him by about 5 yards on a end zone target, and I just don't think they're on the same page yet. I'll be interested to see what happens. They're on a bye this week, and next week he goes against Norris Jenkins. In week 9, so I'll be interested to see how they do because Dak targeted. Was it Dak target? Who was targeting against Jenkins? It was was it Dak? Was it Dak and Dez?
A
Couple weeks. No. It wasn't. It was Demaryius Thomas. It was Simeon was targeting Thomas against George Jenkins, and they were having success. So I don't know.
Keenan Allen didn't do too bad last week either. He had like 7 catches for like 50 yards, which is what Keenan Allen is reeling in. That's 7 points off of catches alone.
Yeah.
All right.
So Brett, you're up at the 211.
So I'm a big proponent of sticking young studs with young studs. I mean, I don't have one of the two yet, but I would try to get them. And I'm just talking about on the same team. If they're linked together, they're going to be together for a while with their contracts. I'm totally in on it. And I'm also a big proponent of the tight end is what wins you championships.
Today, Junior.
Give me Zach Ertz.
Oh, wow.
What?
No, you're like 2 rounds too early.
Oh, my gosh. All right. So, I don't know. So, Brett has the worst 2 picks. Michael Thomas and Zach Ertz. Wow, I did not see that coming.
Is this super tight end premium where you're getting 2 points per reception or something? Or
actually, you get 3 points for reception if you wear green.
Oh, great. Okay.
He's got 39 catches for 494 yards and 5 touchdowns this year.
Yes, but where is he in overall scoring? I mean, I understand in tight end scoring, he's in the top 3. But I'm talking about overall
he's tight end 1. He's tight end 1.
But what is he in overall scoring?
I'll look at that up for you right now. Hold on.
So while he looks that up, I'm going to make a more, I don't know, by the book pick. I'm going to go Melvin Gordon at 212.
Yeah, I knew you were going to take him here.
I still like Melvin. He's still young. And that line sucks. They lost Forrest Lamp before he even got a chance to make his debut. They lost, I think, a tackle on his name's leaving me right now, but I think they feature him. I know he had a tough game this past week, but I mean they were playing the Broncos, so I don't know. I still like Gordon. I think late second, early third is a really good spot if you can get him there.
I agree with you. DLF ADP has him as an early second, so
yeah, I think 15 overall. I think we're looking at the same page. So yeah, I mean I'm happy to get Gordon there. Definitely, Matt. If would you rather have Zach Ertz or Melvin Gordon?
Melvin Gordon by a landslide.
Brett's really focused right now.
Because he's trying to.
I was trying to find it. Hold on.
Exactly, you're trying to find him.
Overall scoring, he's 18.
Oh,
all right.
Well, I guess that solidifies his argument.
That's with quarterbacks.
Okay.
Ahead of him, here are the players ahead of him: Todd Gurley, Carson Wentz, Kareem Hunt, Alex Smith, Tom Brady, Deshaun Watson, Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, Dak, Cam Newton, Melvin Gordon, Kirk Cousins, Leonard Fournette, Russell Wilson, Ezekiel Elliott, Josh McCown, Philip Rivers, Zach Ertz. Below him.
So where is he? So is he the number 1 pass catcher?
No, Antonio Brown's ahead of him.
We do have to keep in mind.
That's it.
We have to keep in mind that David Johnson's out for the year. Odell Beckham's out for the year. Johnson didn't even play a full game. It is high.
That's still very high.
I still think there's better players ahead. I still think that you're reached on at least a round for him, at least.
I could see an argument for mid to late third.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe early third if it's tight end premium, but I can't go late second.
Okay, but this is what we're doing. This is where we value what we value. And
I'm not saying you're wrong. Just saying we
disagree.
I'm saying wrong.
When I build my dynasty team, I want a tight end stud.
You sound like Rich now.
I still think he's number 3. I still think he's probably the 3rd tight end.
I sound like who?
You sound like Rich Dotson.
Dotson?
Yeah, he preaches having a big tight end.
My employer. Well, he's right, dude. Rich is right in that term. If you have tight ends when you championships,
and that's fine, but I'm not taking him in the end of the 2nd round.
Would you take him? Here's people going ahead of him in ADP. Ready?
Yep.
Rob Gronkowski, Travis Kelce. I would take
them both over Kelce.
I would take Kelsey over Ertz, but I would rather have Ertz.
Gronk. You hate Gronk.
I would rather have Ertz than Gronk.
I'd rather have Ertz over both of them. He's younger, linked with a better QB, like for the future.
I think you're being overcritical with the youngness over him and Ertz. Him and Kelsey. I think you're splitting hairs there.
I mean, Ertz is 24 and Kelsey is 28.
I mean, like
I still think Kelsey has at least 5 years of elite tight end play.
Yeah, but then what do you think Ertz got if he's got?
But I only care about 5 years. I don't care about 8 years. I want 5 years.
I know, but I'm also seeing the production. Alex Smith is gone in about a year. I don't know if Pat Mahomes is going to target the tight end. He's got a cannon of an arm.
He's going to target good players, and Kelsey's a good player.
I'm just saying I would rather have Ertz above both of them right now.
And that's fine. I think you have an argument there.
Yeah, it's not like he's taking Hunter Henry.
I'm in one tight end premium league, and I have Ertz, and I was thinking about trading him about 2 or 3 weeks ago, but
yeah,
now
I'm holding.
Yeah. And you were giving me Ebron, you trash.
You wanted him.
And a lot more than what you were offering. Like
Alfred Ebron in a second. But at that time, Ebron hadn't looked as bad as he has the last few weeks.
Oh, you mean Stevie High garbage?
Yeah.
That's being nice.
It's true. I don't know. I'm taking the L on Ebron. He's so damn disappointing. What would you guys, if you guys owned Ebron anywhere, what would you sell him for?
Second.
I don't think you can get a second out of him.
No, you're right. I couldn't, but I'm going to try and get it. Third. Late third.
I would try and get just like a long shot player that I like.
Yeah, like Noah Brown.
100%. I would take Noah Brown for Ebron any day. I would take Noah Brown. Hey, if we're in a league,
I'm gonna leave if you just keep preaching this garbage.
Whatever. Yeah, so I think that's gonna kind of wrap it up. We'll keep this segment going. Once in a while we'll do the third and the fourth, then maybe the fifth and the sixth, just to kind of see where we value, and then from there on it just gets. I don't know. It's tough. Yeah, it's tough to do with this few people.
It's already who do you like?
That's true. And I mean, it got to be like that at the end of the first round. So
I think Michael Thomas was a better pick than Zach Ertz.
He took Thomas when Julio, AJ Green, Cooper, Hunt. I think Ertz was better than Thomas.
No,
right now with the picks I had, my team was Mike Evans, Michael Thomas, Mari Cooper.
In a 3-man league? Congratulations. A three-man league.
Better than all your teams, trash ass.
Yeah, your 3-team league is better than all my teams.
No, better than your 3-team leagues.
And just so everyone knows, this is the first time before the podcast that Brett did not talk about his home league before the podcast started.
Let me tell you, I got AJ. I got listen, bro. I got Josh Dawson.
I do have him actually.
I know it's because you said it so many times.
Mind you, this is league against third graders.
And it's probably a 4-man league. He just hasn't told us.
It's 10 teams and all of them are myself.
10?
And all of them yourself, yeah.
Hey, has he told you about his latest trade where Brett Team 6 traded with Brett Team 9?
That's a nice trade right there.
It's like the Council of Ricks. It's just all different versions of me.
AJ Green for a 4th.
Done.
Hey, but think about it. In a 4-team league, a 4th-round pick is the 16th overall pick.
That's true.
Oh, man. So I guess with that, that's a decent spot to wrap up. If you haven't already, go ahead and leave us a rate and review on iTunes. We would really appreciate it. We have 3 reviews as of this afternoon.
Yeah.
3. So I'd love to see maybe 6 or 7. And I'm pretty sure I left one of them.
No. And Jason left one of them.
Jason left the other. And shout out to our boy Kyle Lebrecht from Dynasty Dummies. If you don't listen to them, he and Zach are a great duo. They've kind of helped us a little bit with retweets and mentions on Twitter. So if
one of these episodes we're gonna just have to
we're gonna get
just
both
shout out the people who help us out here.
that should be a 10-minute segment.
Just shout outs.
Just shout outs. Hey, shout out to this guy. Shout out to this guy.
I'll wrap
It'd be
up.
awesome.
Let's not do that.
No. So yeah, go ahead and leave us a rating review on iTunes. Also, if we ever get a review from a non-pod host listener, you can come on the show with us and talk for a segment or two. So you can follow our pod handle on Twitter at the 3 Cone Pod. You can follow the Penn State guy at Fat Mormon.
Please watch the game this weekend, 3:30 on Fox. Please, it's the biggest game of the year.
It is going to be a great game.
Brett, who you got? Real quick, Brett, who you got?
Who do I want to win, or who do I think is going to win?
Who do you think's going to win?
Penn State.
Yes.
I agree. I think Penn State takes it.
So, okay, and if anyone's a gambling man right here, you need to take Penn State plus 6.5 right now. Guaranteed money.
Yep. I was
Is that a lock?
Ask you about that, but I forgot.
Stone cold lock of the week. Penn State plus 6.5.
Lock it up. I like it. So you can follow Farmer Brown at Dynasty Brett or at Dirty Birdie 10 if you want to follow his personal account.
Matt, cut that.
Dude, Matt doesn't edit.
No, he doesn't. And if you need speaking of other Twitter handles, if you need any help for roster advice for lineups on Sundays, hashtag at AskFFL. Great guy, runs that Twitter handle.
I think
Gives
he's
you all the
he's a bit of a douche, the guy who runs that.
lineup handle. I have some okay picks every week, so
A roughly 14% hit rate.
that's probably about right.
So what I have not said mine. You can follow me at DTC_RileyB. If you have anything you want us to talk about on future pods, feel free to add us on Twitter, slide in our DMs. Except for Brett's, that'll get you in trouble sometimes. Yeah, so
I don't
if
know
you
what
guys
you're talking about right now.
if you guys don't have any parting thoughts, I think we'll end it. So I know Matt said watch Penn State. Brett's staring at the screen.
Hashtag Tutties.
Hashtag Tutties. And hashtag not.
Every week
hashtag-
we do this, it just reinforces how much I hate you, Riley.
Appreciate it, dude. It's so sincere. Hey, you took Zach Ertz in a second. Hashtag Tutties. Hashtag Nazi Youth. And hashtag Bills slot receivers for life.
Oh, and hashtag Bills Mafia.
Oh,
Hashtag the
Bills
Mafia,
Mafia. Have a great week. We'll see you guys next week on the 3 Cone Pod.
Doodles.
See ya.